Look, here's the thing.
Fine. Listen,
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. In that...
One thing's for sure, when it comes to the Joe Rogan experience, nothing beats the weird, awkward, and controversial topics. Joe Rogan, the podcast king, and Candace Owens, the conservative firebrand, went head-to-head in an episode that had viewers cringing. Owens, confident as ever, declares she's no longer a victim of caring about the environment. Rogan's reaction, pure shock.
And
you don't think we have to care about the environment? Like, what do you...
But wait, it gets worse. Owens tries to clarify, saying she doesn't litter, but doesn't buy into the climate change hysteria. Rogan challenges her stance, leading to a very awkward verbal sparring match. Rogan then tells Owens,
you don't have to have a formal opinion on everything. What you do have to have is the ability to know when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
But I just said...
Was Joe Rogan right to call out Candace on this one? Joe Rogan is pretty chill when it comes to his podcasts, but he's not one to agree with everything his guests have to say. Like in the case of Tommy Fury being a boxer, or not. The awkwardness kicked off when Portnoy decided to throw some shade at Tommy Fury, the British boxer and reality TV star. Portnoy, in his infinite wisdom, declared,
I saw Tommy Fury box. He is not a boxer.
But Rogan wasn't about to let that slide. He fired back.
Well, he's definitely a boxer.
Portnoy will then double down on his stance, but Joe Rogan was not backing down either.
Well, he puts on gloves.
He's definitely a boxer, but is he a boxer like his brother?
The tension escalated when Joe Rogan started talking to Portnoy like a spoiled brat, asking Portnoy to shut up and watch a video he was trying to show him.
Fight on
Dude,
the
shut
card.
Shut the
This
up.
guy cannot.
Please shut the up and watch this. Watch what he's doing. This is 100% a boxer.
Can you find me the record of
Watch this. Stop.
He even went to the extent of calling Portnoy a hater. Adam Conover, the guy who ruins everything, steps into Joe Rogan's podcast arena, probably thinking he's about to drop some knowledge bombs. Little did he know he was walking into a verbal minefield. The awkwardness kicked off when the topic of transgender athletes came up. Joe Rogan made it clear he sees no reason why trans people should compete with non-trans people. Adam would disagree, but then miserably failed to defend his opinion on the matter.
That males should be able to compete in the women's division of weightlifting?
No, I don't necessarily.
But they can if they transition.
Well, first of all,
it only gets worse from here. It became painfully obvious that Adam wasn't prepared for Rogan's rapid-fire questioning when the topic of children been transitioned came up. Paul Stamets, the renowned mycologist and passionate mushroom advocate, steps into Joe Rogan's studio for yet another mind-bending episode of The Joe Rogan Experience. You'd think after multiple appearances, they'd have their rhythm down pat, right? Wrong! The awkwardness kicked off when Rogan, apparently fueled by his signature curiosity, launched into a 20-minute psychedelic steamroller of questions about mushrooms. Just when you thought things couldn't get weirder, Paul Stamets would refuse to answer Joe Rogan on a question about portobello mushrooms.
Portobellos have a problem.
What are the negative benefit or the negative effects of this?
This is an explosive area of conversation, and puts my life in danger. So I reserve the right not to answer the question.
Whoa. I didn't expect that. It puts your life in danger talking about portobello mushrooms?
And giving Joe Rogan a death stare. When comedian Nick DiPaolo stepped into the ring with Joe Rogan, the gloves came off in a heated political debate. What started as a discussion about Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump quickly turned into a verbal sparring match. Rogan accused Trump of being a persistent liar, but DiPaolo countered by questioning the credibility of mainstream media sources.
What did he lie about specifically?
Well, there's a lot.
Like what?
We could pull it up. Let's find out all the things.
Well, what do you got to go to salon.com?
No, you can go to a million different websites.
Well, I know,
okay,
but which
what
ones
do you
are
think
telling
is
the
a good?
we just
The tension escalated as DiPaolo sarcastically asked Rogan to define lie, leading to a frustrating exchange where neither side seemed willing to concede ground. Fed up with DiPaolo's argumentative tactics, Rogan accused him of resorting to whataboutism. In one of the earliest controversial episodes, comedian Jamie Kilstein and Joe Rogan got into a heated debate about the appropriateness of joking about sexual assault.
Find out that there were quote-unquote accusations, which the word accusation makes it sound Weinstein-y.
Accusations of.
So that's what.
They were saying, but it was very unspecific. What I read, they said predatory behavior, and I was like, oh, meaning he's trying to get laid. That's what a man does. Like, not predatory in the sense of you're victimizing someone or raping someone or doing something horrible to someone or even.
The conversation quickly spiraled into an argument about whether assault or murder was the worst crime. Rogan argued that murder was worse, while Kilstein countered that assault victims are forced to live with the trauma and stigma.
I had called so many people sexist because I had sort of made my almost career by that. It was fucking fun, man, when people heard about this.
This disagreement led to one of the rare moments where Rogan truly lost his temper, yelling at Kilstein and calling him crazy. When scientific skeptic Brian Dunning appeared on the show, it was clear from the start that he and Rogan weren't going to see eye to eye. The tension was immediate as Dunning challenged some of Rogan's long-held beliefs about alternative medicine and conspiracy theories. Rogan, visibly irritated, pushed back hard against Dunning's skepticism.
Fuel the debate. All these things get people excited about it. But to deny that these things exist, I think, is silly. Because then you fuel the conspiracy theories even more because you're denying something that seems obvious to the eye.
The conversation became increasingly heated as they debated topics like the moon landing and the efficacy of chiropractic care. At one point, Rogan accused Dunning of being closed-minded, while Dunning suggested Rogan was too quick to believe unproven claims. The back and forth was so intense that many listeners felt uncomfortable, with some pointing out the cringe nature of the entire convo.
I'm trying to find a way to be right here.
I'm not.
I'm weird.
I think I'm repeating exactly what you just said. I'm just kind of stunned that you're pointing out what I said was wrong. I mean, this is kind of we're deteriorating in
it's not
entertainment
really,
quality here.
No, it's what is explained.
When Brazilian jiu-jitsu master and conspiracy theorist Eddie Bravo brought up the flat earth theory, what followed was nothing short of chaos. Bravo, known for his outlandish beliefs, passionately argued for the flatness of our planet, while Rogan and other guests tried to reason with him. The debate quickly spiraled into an incomprehensible screaming match.
Stupid people are. He said, do you know people still believe the earth is flat and the sun is 3,000 miles away? And I remember sitting there thinking, shit, what are they, Amish or something? Like, how dumb do you have to be to think the world is flat?
Videos later.
How dumb?
With Bravo shouting, "Look into it," while others desperately tried to present scientific evidence. Rogan, caught between amusement and frustration, struggled to maintain order as the conversation derailed further.
It's all fake.
No, why do you say they're fake, though?
They look fake. They look CGI.
But you're not an expert in imagery.
This episode became infamous for its sheer absurdity and awkwardness. What started as a casual conversation about marijuana legalization between Joe Rogan and political commentator Steven Crowder quickly turned into a verbal brawl that lasted nearly 40 minutes.
I probably wouldn't talk about the marijuana issue. I wouldn't care. Because here's the thing. I don't care about it.
One way or the other?
But my issue with it is when, and we saw this in Montreal, I talked about it when people lie about it and they're dishonest with their voting constituency.
Like how so?
Crowder, known for his conservative views, argued against legalization, while Rogan, a longtime advocate for cannabis, passionately defended it. The debate heated up when Crowder accused Rogan of being biased due to his own marijuana use. Rogan, clearly irritated, fired back with increasingly patronizing comments, calling Crowder names like cutie and sweetie. The tension reached its peak when Crowder called Rogan a bully.
I don't buy that smoking marijuana would be as beneficial as a reduced sugar diet. And my point is that people
you
get
might
so
be-
offended
you
by
might
me
be
saying that
correct.
and saying, but if you want to smoke, go ahead.
You might be correct,
Shouldn't be
but
offensive.
it doesn't matter because it's not a fucking contest to see what's the most beneficial. The question is it beneficial and is it damaging?
It is. It does matter. The
What's
fact
damaging?
That you said, no. Let me finish my point. It does matter. That you said, what would you not talk about? I said probably pot because I don't care.
When InfoWars host Alex Jones returned to JRE, it was like unleashing a tornado in a trailer park. Chaotic, unpredictable, and utterly mesmerizing. Jones, known for his outlandish conspiracy theories, was in rare form, jumping from topic to topic faster than a frog on a hot skillet. Rogan, caught between amusement and bewilderment, tried to keep up as Jones ranted about interdimensional child molesters, government weather control, and psychic vampires. At one point, Jones shouted,
I'm the weirdo because I'm sitting in the tree going.
The studio erupted in laughter, but the awkwardness was palpable. It was like watching a live-action conspiracy theory generator, with Rogan playing the role of bemused ringmaster in this circus of the absurd.
Look, here's the thing.
Fine. Listen,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. In that